My Korean husband.
Hey guys, I'm Nicola.
I'm Hugh.
And it's been a while since we've done commenting on comments. We're in Australia for a month. We've been very busy, but we are back doing this one. Are you ready to comment on some comments?
Yes.
The thing we're filming in the Korean countryside is gotta wait for people to stop talking outside. Everyone speaks so loudly because of the dialect, and so we halt filming all the time because there's noisy people. Okay, these few comments are on the reverse culture shock video where I talked about having reverse culture shock when we went back to Australia. Yeah. So Carrie Ann Wheeler said, what I found strange was missing out on half a year's worth of popular music and TV shows and movies. So when she was living in Central Asia and she didn't have access to the outside world. So yeah, that's something that I've got no idea what's popular on Australian TV. I don't know any of the music or anything, and I feel like I don't care either. I don't know whether you just reach a place in your life where you're like, I don't care who Ariana Grande is. And she also mentioned about the clothing being really different as well when you go back to a Western country and you see so much skin. And Grace from Texas and Tokyo blog said, I'm always shocked by the cleavage when I go back to Texas. You know what cleavage is, right?
I don't know.
Cleavage is the line that girls have with the boobs.
Yeah, wow.
You were just pretending like, oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Cleavage. Don't say it like that. This was definitely one of the really big cultural shocks for me when I went back to Australia for a month. And seeing so much cleavage and so much skin, like the back and the shoulders. And I just found it quite shocking and unnecessary. Like, it's really strange. I mean, like when I was a teenager, I was wearing like the boob tubes like this. I was showing all my skin, and then being in Korea where it's you show your legs but you don't show this part of you.
But they show their legs a lot. Like,
yeah,
a lot.
I'm used to that
Nearly
now.
there, but
so it's not that Korea like covers up everything. They just show different parts. And so I show a lot less skin there now because I feel like I don't want to show the world all my skin here. We'll see how I feel when it's the middle of the Korean summer and it's really hot and humid, but that's my feeling at the moment. Okay, another comment on the cultural shock video is from Willie. And she was living in Indonesia for 9 months and then had to go back to Australia, and then saw in the airport in Bali a lot of Australians, which she calls bogans. I completely know what you mean, but after being in Indonesia and being around Indonesian people, and then you see a certain type of Australian, and I can completely relate to this. I've been to Indonesia a few times as well, and there can be this huge cultural shock where you see types of Australians that you don't appreciate. You don't appreciate their loudness, you don't appreciate their cultural insensitivity, and it can be quite shocking to be like, this is the country that I'm from, and then you see this type of behaviour and you're like, oh dear. Is there an equivalent of the Australian bogan in Korea?
I don't know. We have similar type of word, but maybe like 양아치 or I don't know. We don't really have. I don't know. If you have some idea, just let me know.
Is there certain types of people in Korea or certain places where you go and you feel embarrassed at the behavior?
Yes, especially they just don't know. Like I can't say, but like they're less educated and
more ignorant.
Yes, more anger and sweating a lot. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
They don't have anger management, they don't have cultural sensitivity, they don't have respect for other people. Yeah, that type of thing. Okay, this last comment is on the Koreans and toilet paper video where we talked about the different way that toilet paper is used. Toilet paper is used for everything.
Yes.
Why are you saying it like, oh yes, toilet paper, sexy.
Yeah, toilet paper for everything.
So Kaylee Williams said, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense now. I have a lot of Korean friends at my university, and in their dorms I always see random rolls of toilet paper all over their desk, and it really confused me, but I never questioned it. Now I know, thanks.
That's for everything.
I have had the exact same experience where you see toilet paper where people are eating and it weirds you out, but you feel like you can't say anything. But like it's just like you have like a brain freeze. Like why is that there? And of course now I'm used to it. But I definitely think the perception of toilet paper in Korea and others from outside seeing that has probably confused a lot of people. Okay, that's all for commenting on comments this week. So please subscribe to our channel if you are new here. And check out
all the social media and blog and daily
comics on the
comics.
blog. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.